So today we're going to be talking about the banana, which is a beginner to intermediate trick. It's going to be a skate along tutorial. So we're going to have you pause the video and try the things that I'm telling you to do during the course of the video. Grab your skates and go out to the place where you usually go skate. If you can't skate along, you can still watch the video. It'll still give you a little bit of benefits. All right, here we are at one of my favorite places to skate. I like this area because it's nice and wide open. There's plenty of room and there's a slight hill and there's smooth concrete. But if you're practicing this trick at home, you can start at a more compact area, maybe a hallway or something like that. Also, if you're practicing this trick inside, make sure you're wearing edge guards on your skates because that's going to protect the ground from scratches. So the first step of learning a banana is learning to do the throw. And you can practice any kind of throw on free skates by just standing on the skate that is going to do the throw and getting rid of whichever other one. I am a right foot forward skater, so I'm only going to be using my left foot, which is my back foot. Now you're going to put that skate down at your feet, and there are 3 steps you want to take before you throw this skate. Step 1, straighten your knee. Step 2, point your toe upwards. And step 3, angle your skate outwards so it's not pointing straight at your foot and about to hit your foot. You're not going to need to use your knee. There's going to be no knee bending. There's going to be no ankle flicking. Your leg is going to stay in this exact position, kind of like you're a mannequin, and you only have your hip joint to work with. That's going to help you line the skate up for a perfect little banana. Remember the 3 steps: straight knee, toe up, and angle outwards. Now's the time when you pause the video and you try and do that. So if your skate is flipping out, bouncing back and forth or something like that, there's several things that could be going wrong. I want you to make sure you're not doing any flicking of your ankles. Your ankle should stay exactly still during the banana. Secondly, I want you to check to make sure that your heel is very close to the ground and there's not a lot of distance between the plate and the ground before you let go. Go ahead and give that another try and focus on just how the skate slides. Make sure it's laying down like that, it's sliding along the ground. Don't worry about how far it goes or where it goes right now. That's not your main concern. Once you've been able to consistently get your skate to slide along the ground and not bounce around or anything like that, then you can start working on how hard to push your banana. The faster you're going on your skates, the harder you need to push your banana. So when you're standing still, you're only going to need to push it very, very lightly. To practice this, because you're not catching it, you're gonna wanna aim for it to land somewhere in front of you because you're at least gonna move that far during the course of throwing this skate, right? So once you've gotten the magnitude and the angle and the skate is sliding properly, you still have one foot that's not on free skates, so you're kind of thinking, what's the point? So now let's bring it all together. At the very beginning, the easiest way to go is to have a very short, very close to you throw and catch it very quickly. And obviously this is helpful because the longer you throw, the more one footing you're gonna need to be able to do. Before you try and do a banana, let's first make sure you can do this. Basically, I'm just briefly taking my back foot off the skate and practicing putting all my weight on my front foot, which is gonna help for that one foot. Pause the video now, give it a try, do 5 or 10 of those little pickups with your back foot. Now, try your first baby throw. So if your throw didn't do exactly what mine did, where it basically just laid down and I picked it right back up, and it laid down and I picked it right back up, if it flipped out somehow, there's another factor that comes into play when you're actually riding on your skates, and that is which way you're leaning. With the banana, when we were standing, you're obviously gonna be straight up and down. But when you're free skating, you actually can be leaning backwards. So if you're leaning backwards and throw the skate forward, over the course of the throw and catch, you're actually gonna have to turn slightly. Because if you lean sideways and you don't turn, you're gonna fall off your skates. Pause the video again, keep trying that. Remember, keep them very small, keep them very close to you, throw them very slowly so that you can catch them. And as soon as you can do something that looks like this, you're ready for the next step. Now is where you're gonna need a nice open area. Basically, you wanna be focusing on your feet. You don't wanna be looking around and avoiding things and navigating city streets. Find a nice open area and move at a moderate speed. You don't want to be pumping or anything or actively balanced or anything like that. You just want to be standing comfortably. Remember what we learned, the 3 positions for your feet. Straight knee, toes up, angle outwards, and leaning slightly back on the skates. Pause the video and try that for yourself. If your skate flipped out in any direction, left or right, and didn't actually arc like it's supposed to, go back to the previous steps. If your skate is arcing perfectly, but it's not quite where you need it to be when you're ready to step back on it, you need to modulate your speed with the force that you're pushing your skate. So if you're over pushing it, it'll look like this. Or if you're under pushing it, it'll look like this. So there's obviously a couple options you have. You can either move faster or move slower, or you can throw the skate harder or throw the skate softer. So I think that this is a great trick to learn no matter what stage you are in your free skating journey, because if you're a beginner, you can keep it nice and close to you, and if you're intermediate or advanced, you can chuck it really far or try and throw it around things or people. Just look out for those ankles. If you're having difficulty one-footing, we actually do have a tutorial already for that, and that will be on the screen right now. Thank you all for watching. Keep rolling with us. You guys are awesome. Catch you later. That would have been cool if I actually caught it.